Minister, what have you said to Andy Marsh about events yesterday?
Well, I haven't spoken to him yet this morning.
Why not, Minister?
But I have a call with him at 9 o'clock. Give me a moment. Doing the media
just
round
to tell everybody else he's the chief consul. I'm surprised you didn't speak with him yesterday, Minister. Why did you not think to pick up the phone yesterday?
Well, because obviously when the police are in the heat of an operation, as you know, Nick, we generally try and leave them to it. They have difficult operational decisions to make, and that's what they're doing. But I have a call this morning with him and other
what would you be saying?
We'll be reviewing the situation and
what
trying to understand. Hold on a sec, Nick. Honestly, you're obviously pent up about what happened yesterday.
I'm desperately disappointed for the good folk of Bristol, who would appear, courtesy of Andy Marsh's colleagues, mob rule has taken. I'm sure you share my anxiety.
I do share your anxiety, and I completely agree with you that the way we do things in the country is not like that. What was pretty obvious was that a group showed up with a premeditated plan. They had ropes and tools to remove that particular statue and perpetrate what was an act of criminal damage. Now, I know that there is an investigation underway. Footage will be reviewed and hopefully prosecutions will follow, whatever the merits or otherwise of that statue being where it was. But the way to deal with these things in this country is discussion and argument and decision, and that's what I hope we can restore in Bristol. I hope you'll be speaking to the Mayor of Bristol, by the way.
We have put a request to speak with the Mayor. It would be great. Why would you welcome that conversation? Do you have issues there?
No, but I do think it's a matter for the people of Bristol to what they want to do with that particular statue. But you are right, Nick. We cannot have mob rule. We have a way our differences in this country, and it's called democratic decision making.
Indeed.
And that's what should have pertained yesterday. And I hope and believe that prosecutions will follow.
It's good to hear you taking a robust line, although you do, in a way, mirror what we heard from Avon and Police Somerset Superintendent Bennett, who was Gold, I believe, who said that people came with the right tools, which is why you say they came premeditated. Well, you'll know in policing, people come premeditated. It doesn't mean you don't take action. Does it, Minister, or has it changed?
No, that's right, Nick. But you and I both know, because we've had a lot of with the police, that until you've been on the front line of dealing with an angry mob, right, it's very hard to know what judgments you'd make. Now, in an ideal circumstance, you are quite right that the police would move in and prevent crime taking place. But where you're dealing with an angry mob, bear in mind the safety of your officers and whether moving in
so it is mob rule.
Well, whether moving in to prevent that crime would provoke further violence. Controlling a group like that is about containing them as much as intervening and making your arrests when you can. Now, those frontline officers have a difficult job to do,
Indeed.
Those frontline commanders.
Indeed.
And while they won't have to support them in what they do, because they have in their mind lots of factors like the safety of their officers and like their wider duty violence. Now, a crime was committed, and as I say, an investigation is underway, and let's hope that prosecutions follow.
Once it's fished out of the drink, should the statue be put back in place, Minister?
Well, that is a matter for the people of Bristol and the Mayor, and I hope that's a question that you'll put to him. It's not sitting in Whitehall or
what view do you have
to decide. Well, my view is that that act of criminal damage should not have happened in the first place. Should settle the argument in a different way.
Right, but so whether should it be back in place or not? Then in a different, I don't understand. You think yes or no? Well,
in an ideal world, criminal damage would be rectified, and then decisions would be made about whether or not a statue should be put in place. Okay. I think allowing a victory to a mob is probably not the right approach, but again, that's a matter for Bristol.